Kasia, a hard time trial, a hard time trial. How was it out there?
Yeah, it was. It of course every single time trial is super hard. It was hot. It was humid. I was just boiling myself from the first climb on. I could not. I think I just pushed too hard at the start of the first 3Ks.
Did you realize immediately that the numbers are not that good then, or that the legs don't feel that good?
Yeah, I just felt like I crossed that red zone that even on the downhills I just could not recover. I mean, personally for me, no matter the result, I'm really happy that I pushed myself towards doing that, and I know that my goals with the TT are further away. So I'm not a time trialist, but I want to just work on it.
And it's also a test for next week, I guess. What sensations do you take, and what can you learn from not overcooking?
Yeah, that was definitely one of the goals. Also to do the time trial to understand body on this altitude and with those conditions. I think it's gonna be like all about one smart move on Saturday. Because if you go too hard too early, then yeah, the recovery is close to impossible.
And looking back on today as well, you said you overcooked. It's 2.5 minutes now to Anna van der Breggen, and it looks like there are some other riders in that area of Anna. Is that incredible how strong they are, or can you explain that gap with the overcooking?
I think that Anna, I mean, we all know that Anna is a good time trialist. She's been winning world championships. She's been on the podium at Olympics as well. So if you have a time trialist, like it's not a surprise that the person gets a hot chair. Um, for riders maybe like me, or I don't know, Urska, Zigard, or Ruth, people that are trying time trial skills, I'm not as surprised with that, to be honest. I expect that Chloe, Marlon, or Damie will also be in that area.
Finally, how was that atmosphere out there? Everybody is expecting great atmosphere at this Worlds here in Africa.
Yeah, it was super nice. Starting off in the stadium was amazing, and then on the course, a lot of people were screaming my name, and I know my name is not easy to pronounce, but they were just perfect. So I don't know if they were from here or they were Polish, but for sure the first one. But yeah, it was super nice to see so many people out there watching us cheering us on.
How is it with training until next weekend now? Because there's so much going on here, it's not so easy, right?
To be honest, the first days, just because I wanted to see the course, so I had to stay in Kigali, are of course like full of traffic. So I hope that the next week, where I can actually do some endurance hours, I will be away from the city and will explore more of a nature slash rural area.
Have fun there.
But,
Thank
but,
you.
but what is your first impression here in Rwanda and Africa in general?
Yeah, to be honest, I mean, as my friend said, like, hey, you're in Africa, but like, I don't really feel it that way. Of course, there are different roles to what we are used to in Europe when it comes like simply to traffic, but it's like somehow it flows, just like in China or anywhere in Asia. Like it's a mess on the road, but it's like a fluent mess. So at first, like jumping on the bike off the plane, you feel more tense and stressed, but the moment I was like, okay, I just like do whatever they want, like people up like during the bike racing, it actually works.
How difficult or how easy was it to adapt, to bring all the material here, to establish your routine, to have the right foot and all those stuff?
Of course, it's not easy when you go to like completely different continent, but everyone adjusts and adapts, and it's also a short period of time. I mean, personally, I would definitely vote for like having time slots, even early in the morning, to like have the road closures where we can freely train on the course or feel more safe, like even doing efforts. But I guess it's something that we can work with UCI in the future if the worlds are organized in like less known for cycling, road cycling country.
Just one last one on Saturday. Obviously, you've seen kind of some of the key parts of the course now, and it'll be different doing it so many times. But do you think it's a course that can suit you to get a good result?
Yeah, the course definitely suits me, but as I experienced today, those conditions are very special. So I am happy to be already here so many days in advance, hoping that my body will be adapting better and better to it. I was on altitude before coming here, but it's just different. And I think none of us really ever has done, maybe people in America, a classic on altitude. It's just different, you know. You can go really hard, but then it's really hard to go back to normal from it.
How much the teams might come into play on Saturday? Like obviously everyone's got such different team sizes, but do you think it will just be about individual riders more?
Definitely team always helps, you know, especially in the first part of the race. I mean, we will be all the time on the lap, so positioning will be super important. We have a very small team, only 3 riders, but I feel like I'm kind of good with using other strengths, so I hope to stick around to Italians and Dutchies.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And good luck for you.